Egypt, land of the Nile, cradle of civilization, a place where the river's life-giving waters nurtured the soil, allowing a great society to flourish. The Nile was more than just a river, it was the lifeblood of an entire nation, a source of sustenance, and a pathway for commerce and communication. From the fertile banks of a mighty river rose an empire unlike any other. An empire that would stand the test of time, leaving behind monuments that still inspire awe and wonder thousands of years later. The ancient Egyptians harnessed the power of the Nile to build a civilization that was both advanced and deeply spiritual, a land of pharaohs, pyramids, and powerful gods. The pyramids, standing tall and majestic, were not just tombs, but symbols of the pharaoh's divine right to rule. These colossal structures were built with precision and care, reflecting the Egyptians' advanced understanding of mathematics and engineering. And from this world a legend was born, Ramses II. Known as Ramses the Great, he would become one of the most celebrated and powerful pharaohs in Egyptian history. His reign marked a period of great prosperity and monumental building projects. Ramses II. The very name echoes through time. His legacy is etched in stone, his deeds immortalized in the annals of history. He was a ruler whose influence extended far beyond the borders of Egypt, reaching into the hearts and minds of people across the ancient world, a name whispered in awe and reverence. Ramses II was not just a king, he was a living god, a figure of immense power and authority. His name was inscribed on temples, monuments, and statues, ensuring that his memory would endure for millennia. He was the epitome of a god-king, a ruler who embodied the power and majesty of Egypt itself. His reign was marked by military conquests, architectural achievements, and a flourishing of the arts. Ramses II was a patron of culture, commissioning works that celebrated the gods and glorified his reign. But behind the legend, behind the golden mask, lay a man who faced challenges and made decisions that would shape the course of history. Ramses II was a complex figure, both revered and feared, a leader who inspired loyalty and commanded respect, a man of ambition, of iron will, and an unquenchable thirst for greatness. His determination and vision drove him to achieve feats that seemed impossible. Ramses II was a warrior, a builder, and a statesman, a leader who left an indelible mark on the world. Born into a time of turmoil, Ramses ascended to the throne as a young man. He inherited a kingdom beset by enemies, a kingdom yearning for a leader to restore its former glory. The challenges he faced were immense, but so was his resolve. He inherited a kingdom beset by enemies, a kingdom yearning for a leader to restore its former glory. Ramses II took on this monumental task with unwavering determination, leading his people through times of war and peace, and bringing stability to a land in need of a strong hand. And Ramses would answer that call. He would rise to the occasion, proving himself to be a formidable military leader and a wise ruler. His campaigns expanded Egypt's borders and secured its wealth, while his domestic policies strengthened the economy and improved the lives of his subjects. He would become the ultimate warrior king, a ruler who would etch his name into the very fabric of history. Ramses II's legacy is one of greatness, a testament to his enduring impact on the world. His story is a reminder of the power of vision, leadership, and the indomitable human spirit. Ramses II was not content to simply rule from the shadows of the palace walls. He was a man of action, a ruler who believed that true leadership was demonstrated on the battlefield, not just from the comfort of a throne. His ambition knew no bounds, and his desire to expand his empire was insatiable. He was a warrior at heart, a king who led his armies into battle, his voice a roar that echoed across the battlefield. Ramses II was not just a figurehead, he was a commander who inspired his troops with his presence and his bravery. His chariot, adorned with the symbols of his power, was a sight to behold as it charged into the fray. And battle he did, relentlessly expanding the borders of his empire, crushing his enemies beneath his heel. His military campaigns were legendary, each one meticulously planned and executed with precision. The enemies of Egypt trembled at the mere mention of his name, knowing that to face Ramses II in battle was to face almost certain defeat. From the scorching sands of Nubia to the fertile plains of the Levant, Ramses campaigned tirelessly. His conquests were not just about land, they were about securing resources, wealth, and power for Egypt. Each victory brought new riches and strengthened his position as one of the greatest pharaohs in history. He was a force of nature, a whirlwind of bronze and fury that swept aside all who dared oppose him. His battle gear, gleaming in the sun, was both a symbol of his might and a warning to his foes. The sight of Ramses II leading his soldiers into battle was enough to strike fear into the hearts of even the bravest warriors. His name became synonymous with victory, his presence on the battlefield enough to inspire terror in the hearts of his enemies. Ramses II was not just a king, he was a legend, a living embodiment of Egypt's power and glory. His legacy endures to this day, a testament to his indomitable spirit and unparalleled leadership. One battle, however, would come to define his reign: the Battle of Kadesh. A clash of empires, a titanic struggle between Egypt and the mighty Hittite Empire. At Kadesh, Ramses faced his greatest challenge, his armies nearly overrun by the Hittite onslaught. Surrounded, outnumbered, the young pharaoh fought with the ferocity of a lion. He rallied his troops, leading them in desperate counterattacks, his courage inspiring his men to fight on against overwhelming odds. Kadesh was a battle that tested Ramses to his limits, a crucible from which he emerged even stronger, even more legendary. Ramses was not only a warrior king, he was also a builder, a visionary who sought to leave an indelible mark upon the world. Under his rule, Egypt experienced a golden age of construction, with temples, monuments, and cities rising across the land. His building projects were not mere vanity projects. They were a statement, a declaration of Egypt's power and prosperity for all to see. They were a legacy etched in stone, a testament to the greatness of Ramses and the enduring might of the Egyptian Empire. Section 5. Abu Simbel, a monument to majesty. Of all his architectural achievements, none were as awe-inspiring as Abu Simbel. Carved into the face of a mountain, the temple complex stands as a testament to Ramses's ambition and artistic vision. 4 colossal statues of Ramses, each towering over 60 feet tall, guard the entrance to the temple. Within, intricate carvings and hieroglyphics depict the pharaoh's victories, his reign, and his close relationship with the gods. Abu Simbel is more than just a temple, it is a symphony in stone, a timeless expression of power and divinity. Section 6. The Diplomat. Peace through strength. Ramses understood that true power lay not just in military might but also in diplomacy. He forged alliances, negotiated treaties, and secured peace for his kingdom. His treaty with the Hittites, a groundbreaking agreement that ended decades of conflict, stands as a testament to his diplomatic skills. Ramses knew that a lasting peace was essential for Egypt's prosperity, and he was willing to secure it through diplomacy as well as through strength of arms. Section 7. A pharaoh and his people, the heart of a ruler. Despite his power and grandeur, Ramses never forgot his people. He saw himself as their shepherd, their protector, their link to the gods. He initiated vast irrigation projects, expanded trade, and ensured the prosperity of his kingdom. He built temples, not just for himself but for the gods, believing that by honoring the divine, he was ensuring the well-being of all Egyptians. Ramses understood that a true ruler's legacy is measured not just in monuments, but in the well-being of his people. Section 8. The Twilight of a God King. Even for a God King, time marches on. After a reign spanning over 6 decades, Ramses II, the great builder, the warrior, the diplomat, breathed his last. Egypt mourned its pharaoh, a leader who had brought them unparalleled peace and prosperity. Yet his death was not an ending, but a transition. Ramses would live on, not just in the memories of his people, but in the countless monuments he left behind, in the stories passed down through generations, in the very soul of Egypt itself. Section 9. Ramses II, an eternal legacy. Today, millennia after his reign, the name Ramses II still resonates with power. His legacy is not just etched in stone but woven into the very fabric of history. As one of the most celebrated pharaohs of ancient Egypt, Ramses II's influence extends far beyond his lifetime. His monuments stand as a testament to his ambition, his artistry, and his enduring legacy. Ramses II was not just a ruler, he was a visionary who saw the potential of his empire and worked tirelessly to realize it. His reign marked a period of unprecedented architectural and cultural achievements. The name echoes through the corridors of time, a reminder of the man who ruled Egypt at the zenith of its power. His influence can be seen in the grand temples, the intricate carvings, and the colossal statues that have withstood the test of time. Each artifact tells a story of a ruler who was larger than life. He was the warrior king, the builder, the diplomat, the living embodiment of a god on earth. Ramses II's military campaigns expanded Egypt's borders and secured its wealth, while his diplomatic efforts forged alliances that brought stability to the region. His ability to balance war and peace made him a revered leader. His story is our story, a testament to the enduring power of human ambition, creativity, and the relentless march of civilization. The legacy of Ramses II is a reminder that greatness is not just about power, but about the lasting impact one leaves on the world. His contributions continue to inspire and captivate us, proving that the echoes of history can still be heard today. The Battle of Kadesh, fought in 1274 BC near the Orontes River in modern-day Syria, stands as one of the most famous military engagements of the ancient world. This clash of chariots, infantry, and military strategy pitted the might of the Egyptian New Kingdom against the formidable forces of the Hittite Empire. The outcome of this battle would determine the fate of the Near East and shape the course of history for generations to come. The city of Kadesh, strategically located on a major trade route, became a focal point of contention between these two powerful empires. Control of Kadesh meant control over valuable trade routes and access to resources. For both the Egyptians and the Hittites, the stakes were high and neither side was willing to back down. For over a century, the Egyptian New Kingdom had expanded its influence throughout the Near East, establishing an empire that stretched from Nubia in the south to Syria in the north. This vast expanse of territory was not just a testament to Egypt's military prowess, but also to its sophisticated administration and ability to integrate diverse cultures under its rule. The fertile lands of the Nile Delta and the strategic trade routes that crisscrossed the region brought immense wealth and resources to the Egyptian pharaohs. Pharaohs like Thutmose III had led successful campaigns into the Levant, securing Egyptian dominance in the region. Thutmose III, often referred to as the Napoleon of Egypt, was a military genius who conducted numerous campaigns that extended Egypt's borders to their greatest extent. His victories were immortalized in grand reliefs and inscriptions, celebrating his prowess and the might of the Egyptian army. However, the rise of the Hittite Empire in Anatolia, modern-day Turkey, challenged Egyptian hegemony. The Hittites, a formidable force with their own rich culture and advanced technology, began to assert their influence over the same territories that Egypt coveted. Their strategic location in Anatolia allowed them to control key trade routes and resources, making them a significant power in the ancient world. The Hittites, under the leadership of King Suppiluliuma I, had forged a powerful empire, expanding their territory southward into Syria and coming into direct conflict with the Egyptians. Suppiluliuma was a shrewd and ambitious ruler, known for his military campaigns and diplomatic maneuvers. He strengthened the Hittite state through alliances and conquests, making it a dominant force in the region. This clash of empires set the stage for a protracted power struggle between Egypt and the Hittites, with both sides vying for control of the valuable territories and trade routes in the Levant. The Levant, a region of great strategic importance, was rich in resources and served as a crucial crossroads for trade between Africa, Asia, and Europe. Control over this area meant not only economic prosperity, but also significant political and military advantages. The Battle of Kadesh would become the culmination of this rivalry, a decisive confrontation that would determine the balance of power in the Near East. Fought around 1274 BCE, this battle is one of the earliest in recorded history for which we have detailed accounts. Both sides claimed victory, but the battle ultimately led to the first known peace treaty in history, the Treaty of Kadesh, which established a fragile balance between the two great powers. This treaty not only ended hostilities but also set a precedent for diplomatic negotiations in the ancient world. Ramses II, the third pharaoh of the 19th dynasty of Egypt, ascended to the throne as a young man. His reign, which lasted for 66 years, was marked by monumental achievements in architecture, culture, and military conquests. From the moment he took the throne, Ramses was determined to leave an indelible mark on history, not just as a ruler, but as a warrior king. He sought to expand the boundaries of his empire and to ensure that Egypt remained a dominant force in the ancient world. His ambition knew no bounds, and his thirst for military glory drove him to undertake numerous campaigns. Ramses II set his sights on expanding the Egyptian empire and reasserting Egyptian dominance in the Levant, a region that was crucial for trade and military strategy. Known for his strategic acumen and his ability to inspire his troops, Ramses led his army with a combination of charisma and tactical brilliance. His military campaigns were meticulously planned, and he often led his soldiers from the front, demonstrating his courage and commitment to his cause. Facing Ramses II was Muwatalli II, the king of the Hittites. Muwatalli was a formidable opponent, known for his own military prowess and strategic mind. The Hittites, under his leadership, had become a significant power in the region, and Muwatalli was determined to protect his kingdom's interests. Muwatalli, like his Egyptian counterpart, was a skilled warrior and a shrewd strategist. He understood the importance of controlling key territories, and was prepared to go to great lengths to ensure the security and expansion of the Hittite Empire. Determined to protect Hittite interests in Syria and to break the back of Egyptian power in the region, Muwatalli assembled a formidable army to confront Ramses II at Kadesh. The battle that was about to unfold would be one of the largest chariot battles ever fought, involving thousands of chariots and tens of thousands of foot soldiers. The stage was set for a clash of titans. The plains of Kadesh would witness a confrontation that would echo through the annals of history. Both leaders knew that the outcome of this battle would have far-reaching consequences for their respective empires. Two powerful rulers, each leading a vast army and driven by the ambition to secure their legacies, would meet on the battlefield at Kadesh. Their decisions and actions would shape the destiny of their empires, influencing the course of history for generations to come. The Battle of Kadesh stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of these two great leaders and their unyielding determination to achieve greatness. In the spring of 1274 BC, Ramses II led his army, comprising thousands of chariots, infantry, and auxiliaries, northwards towards Kadesh. This campaign was part of his grand strategy to expand Egyptian influence and secure its borders against the Hittite Empire. The journey was arduous, but the Egyptian soldiers were well trained and disciplined, moving with precision and confidence. The Egyptian army, confident in its strength and the experience of its warriors, marched in a long column with Ramses II and his elite Amun division at the front. The sight of the Egyptian forces, with their gleaming chariots and well-armed infantry, was a testament to the might of the pharaoh. Ramses himself, adorned in regal armor, inspired his troops with his presence and leadership. Unbeknownst to the Egyptians, Muwatalli II had concealed the bulk of his forces near Kadesh, laying a carefully planned trap for the advancing Egyptian army. The Hittite king had meticulously orchestrated the ambush, positioning his troops in strategic locations to maximize the element of surprise. His soldiers, hidden in the terrain, waited patiently for the right moment to strike. Hittite spies posing as deserters fed Ramses false information, leading him to believe that the Hittite army was positioned further away at Aleppo. These spies were skilled in the art of deception, and their fabricated stories were convincing enough to mislead the Egyptian command. Ramses, trusting the intelligence, adjusted his strategy accordingly. Unaware of the true danger that lay ahead, Ramses, eager to capture Kadesh and unaware of the imminent danger, marched directly into the trap. His focus was on the glory and strategic advantage that Kadesh represented. The city was a key stronghold, and its capture would have been a significant victory for Egypt. However, this eagerness blinded him to the risks, and he pressed forward with determination. As the Egyptian vanguard approached Kadesh, they were caught completely off guard by a sudden and overwhelming Hittite chariot charge. The Hittite forces, emerging from their concealed positions, launched a ferocious attack. The speed and ferocity of the Hittite chariots created chaos among the Egyptian ranks. Ramses and his soldiers found themselves in a desperate struggle for survival, facing an enemy that had outmaneuvered them at every turn. The initial Hittite assault crashed into the unsuspecting Egyptian forces with devastating force. Egyptian chariots and infantry, taken by surprise and outmaneuvered, were scattered in disarray. The Hittite chariots, heavier and faster than their Egyptian counterparts, wreaked havoc on the Egyptian ranks. Ramses II, separated from the main body of his army and facing overwhelming odds, displayed remarkable courage and military skill in the face of disaster. Rallying his personal guard and the remnants of his Amun division, Ramses launched a desperate counterattack against the advancing Hittite forces. Ramses, fighting with the fury of a god, personally led charges against the Hittite lines, his chariot careening across the battlefield as he rained down arrows upon his enemies. His bravery and ferocity inspired his troops, who fought with renewed determination to protect their pharaoh.